Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to Planet Coaster. Man, I can't believe how long this series has been going, but if you're wondering where in the world this stuff that we're looking at came from, well, that means you probably didn't tune into the August 13th live stream. And if you missed that, you can go back and, well, that's where we built all of this. And you can catch up and see what's what and where this all came from. Had a great time. I had such a long, hard week that I just needed a break. Just a simple break from all the work. And I decided, you know what, let's do a surprise live stream. And, well, that's what we did. But there needs to be some changes made. It's a little too crowded over here in the pirate area. And there's a couple ways I can deal with that. One is I could kill this part of the hill and bring the beach around a little bit more, but that would require moving the path and back a little bit, which is easy enough to do. Because there's just no room for buildings and shops and things that I want to have in here. Because there's still some ideas that I have, which one of those is I want to move this boat a little bit. I want to actually have it facing, yeah, this way. Because we're eventually going to have this thing engaged with in a battle with people that's going to be in the castle here, or people that are going to be in the castle. I think I've also got it sitting way too low in the water. So let's bring it up a little bit. There we go. But yeah, it's going to eventually be engaged in a battle. So I think it'd be good to have it with the side, you know, to where it would be firing instead of facing right at it. And then we're going to have another ship possibly over here if I can make it work. What I want to do with this area, I may wind up raising Victory up even higher than it currently is to create this idea of this fort a little bit more. There's just lots of unknowns right now. And then I've still got to come up with something to make this thing... Oh, it's so loud. To make this... I wound up in a cave. What the hell happened? Okay, we're up here now. I was trying to look at the underside of this. I want to have something that supports the underside of our river rapids. Because I just don't like that it's just hanging out there. And I think the best thing for this, honestly, is just going to be some wooden poles. I really do believe that is what is going to be the best. I think it's just called pole, so let's go for the word pole. Yeah, these guys. I think if I turn off a line to surface here, the way I can move them around the way I want. I think if I bring these up, let's bring it up straight for now. See where it intersects. Right about there. And then have some of these. Gosh, it really can't go. I really want it to go into that. Instantly says no, 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 no. Which I don't quite understand because I thought I had. Maybe I turned it off. I did. I'm a dumbass. Problem solved. I wondered why it wasn't working before. Now I should be able to, let's place it and then try to move it now that I've got that. There we go. So I'm thinking maybe now that it's in, I know about where it needs to go. Just kind of spinning these things around a little bit here. And having them go into the rock somehow. Maybe at a slightly steeper angle. And then up. Pardon me constantly clearing my throat. My allergies are going crazy again today as usual. Gosh, I may need even a steeper angle than this because that's not heading towards the rock anytime soon. I can always bring the cliff out some more. And maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah, let's do that too. Let's bring the cliff out a little bit more. You hang out there for a minute, buddy. Don't want that intensity or that size. Alright, let's just bring this out. Let's get in here so I can see what I'm doing. Easier said than done. gonna go. So from about here, I'll bring this out some, and I'll bring it all the way down to... Come on, keep going. There you go. Just bring this out quite a bit. I know this is a really slow way to do it, but I don't want to make big changes here. I want to kind of get an area and then move, and then get an area and move here. Let's see if I can't bring this out just a little bit closer. Same down here. This isn't even the main area that we're going to focus on today. We're actually going to focus up on the hill where our little village is. So we had some ideas. There we go. That brings that out closer. Where can I bring this up? Right here. So fill this all in. Pull, 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 pull. Bring this right up to the path as best I can, anyway. I mean, that's about my limit, is right there, so... I may have a bit of an overhang here, which is okay if I do, because it's not going to go straight into that cave once I move some things around. I just think this area needs to be a little bigger to really flesh out the pirate idea that I want to do. And that's fine, because it's not... The area that's going to be next to it doesn't need to be a massive area anyway. It's just going to be home to a few rides, maybe a coaster or two. So it's fine that we're going to eat into some of its space. Just keep moving this on out. And then I'll go through and fix it from the ground once I've done all this work here. How are we looking here? Better. Probably bring this out a little bit. Yeah, bring that out a little bit more. There we go. Bring this area out. I'm going to change this from auto paint to sampled. That way it just keeps using the paints that are underneath here. You always forget that's a thing. That way I don't have to go back and repaint. Now, the question is, do I want to bring it all the way out over this path? I think that's going to be too extreme there. So, I'm going to be pretty limited here. But I can bring this up. This area here. It's really hard to see in that shadow, but I think we can make this work. Round it off a little bit here. And just keep bringing this up as much as I can here, so that it doesn't look so unnatural to have this area brought way up. There we go. Let's go back down here. The shadow's messing with me. I couldn't tell if it was a crease in my hill or my mountain, or if it was a problem elsewhere. And it turned out it's just a shadow. Fill this in, fill this in, fill this in. Let's bring all this in. Let's bring my size up a little bit. There we go. Bigger poles. And bring this up. All this, all this, all this, all this. Don't want it to hang out too much over the path, which I am starting to get close to it, but so far we're okay. There we go. Right to the edge of the path, so we're covering it up there just a little bit. Just a bit of an overhang here. And I don't think that's going to look too bad from down below. I think that looks like that rock can support itself still. Yeah, it can. Totally can. In fact, I can do a little more here. Just trying to get something that we can make this work to support this ride. So I don't want the support beams in where the path is. I just don't. I think it'll look awful. I think what we'll do here is have just a little bit of, you'll go like into a bit of a cave and then come right back out. So let's bring this up. Pull. Let's bring this out to hide those support beams a little more. There we go. Those are hidden, and I want to do that same thing down here. I want to hide these guys a little better. There we go. Ooh, I see a problem, though. You see that problem, too? Yes, what I should have not done is turn on this one. Train collision. Okay, so let's fix this now. So undo. Let's widen that back out, because obviously we don't want them going through the rock. Alright, now it should prevent me from bringing that up so that it's going to hide the ride. Yeah. It's also going to prevent me from hiding these work columns now, though. We'll have to deal with that. We'll have to come up with something to fix that. Alright, so is this leaning out too much now? No, it's not. It's just fine. I can bring a little more up here. Just want to get it as close to the ride as possible here, which I think that's about got it. Let's see if I can get a nice big pull just across the front a little bit more. Is that bulge now too much? That's a bulge. No. It's just fine. Alright, so that takes care of that. Then what I want to do is, so I do want to keep all three of these rides, but I want to kind of rearrange them a little bit so that they just look a little better. I'm thinking moving this guy over, or leaving him right there, but bringing this ride over to this side, and maybe moving this guy a little bit too. So it's going to eat into a lot of this part of the mountain. We'll probably have to wind up redoing a bit of our skull back here. But we'll get something done here. Yeah, let's do that real quick. This is not what I meant to do, but then I saw it, and I'm like, I have to get this taken care of, so sorry. Let's go way high intensity but low size. And bring out our beach here and cut off part of this hill here. Not too much, though. I want to keep in mind where, because I want it to still be about there, and that's probably about where the path will wind up coming out, too, is right there. Thinking. See, now that cut that out, but that's fine. I can put that back in. Yeah, that can always be put back in easily. Oh, it's sampling the wrong thing. So, let's just use auto paint for now, and I'll repaint it later. There we go. I wanted to expose this path completely. I just want to get this area opened up. Make it a little more beach. Excuse me, a little more beach. And then we'll get rid of the path and put it somewhere else. Which is going to be a little more difficult because I actually built the path before I built the mountain. So what I'll do is I'll get rid of all of this, and then we'll pull it back in once we've got the path in. Sound good to you? Sounds good to me. So just cut a big chunk of this hill out. Yeah, I want it to come out a little more straight here for a little while. So let's do that. Let's cut that out. There we go. Right like this. Destroying this hill, I know. And that hopefully hasn't cut into where I want it to be. Let's go look. Maybe a little bit, but nothing that can't be fixed. I think if we have it come out more of like straight here and then connect up. It'll be better. So let's get rid of this. Let's kill this path now. That guy's like, oh shit! You didn't get away from me, buddy. He saw it coming and couldn't get away. That's really narrow. 25 feet. And right about to there is where I want it to start straightening out. So let's go this way. Make sure it's not going to do anything funky in here. Actually, I probably want... Yeah, I want even a little bit more of this inside of here taken out. Oh, that's going to latch onto the path. There we go. Sometimes the train does that. It, like, grabs hold of parts of the path, and I don't really understand why. Because, I mean, why would train be locked in the path? I mean, I get not being able to take train out from underneath a path. That makes total sense. Why would it lock that weird side like that? I don't really understand that part. Okay, so, sorry you're hearing my Twitter go kind of crazy here. But, well, somebody's just messaging me about different stuff. Trying to help me come up with ways to raise money to afford my move and my bills while I'm waiting to move. Ooh, it's not going to go quite where I want it to, I don't think. I just don't want any weird bumpy bits in the path here. It's just wherever we can get it to go. God, I gotta come all the way over here for this part? Why? Is it that it's too low? Well, that's easy to fix. Let's bring my size up. And that will push up the roof. See, it's not flattening anything on the ground. It's moving the roof part. And let's go ahead and cut this back out a little bit deeper here. We can always put it back. That's the easy thing to do, is put it back. I just need the space to do it with. And it's really getting hard to see in here. Let's get some light. Just a temporary light real quick. And you will do fine. Thank you. There we go. Now I can see what the hell I'm doing. Ish. Those lights are so bright. There we go. Cut all this out here. And get the path to come back more this way. Yeah. So actually I want to go even back to here too. I'm gonna cut a lot of this out here. How far back do I want this to go? Let's actually kind of turn right there, and that's cutting in. So right there will be our mark. Cool. And then make a... Whoa, we're flattened into something that's wrong there. I don't know what I grabbed, but it was very wrong. It was naughty terrain. I know I'm making this way too huge, but I'd rather have a big space to work in than not enough. I just like that the roof just like, fucks off. There we go. Okay, so now let's get rid of you. And then I probably want to not turn there. I'm going to have that go a little straighter right there. And let's bring our length way up. 25, please, not 26. That way I've got room for my beach. So there, but then it'll gently go that way, giving me more beach. There we go. That'll give me a lot more beach, actually. Perfect. And then I need this guy to make this turn here, and he doesn't want to. Nice sharp turn. And I want it to go on back now. Which means I need to probably get rid of all this. Yeah, I need to get rid of all that. Because it's right back here that I want it to turn in a little bit more, yeah? Yeah, just so I have that room for a beach there. That. Let's go down there and see what that looks like. I think I just made an ugly intersection. Did I? No, it's fine, actually. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So then we want to bring our tunnel down right here. That's where we want it to go. So now let's change to pull. Bring our intensity way back down here. And pull this all down to the ground. Or pull it up to it to meet it. I need to go a little more intense than that. Pull that up to meet that. There we go. And then pull this in over here. Like so. And probably out just a little bit farther here to make this a little more believable entrance. There we go. And then all of this part can fuck off. Oh, but I really want to make sure that that stays in. This is going to be really delicate here. Let's bring this way up. And this way up. Oh, shit. That's pushing the stuff down below it, too. Which I do not want. There we go. Push all this out. I just want my tunnel that's going through to be the side. Ooh, so close. I can just tell it's like right there. I'm just like waiting to see the ride poke through it any second here. But it does curve somewhere, so that's helpful. Oh, there it is. So undo, undo. Just a littler push there. Littler, smaller, Brandon is maybe the word you're looking for. Push, 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 push. Get rid of all this. Pushing, pushing, pushing. Oh, do not give me those columns back, though. Gonna have to deal with that. Okay, that's gonna give me a slightly larger beach area here. I do not want to see these at all. So what I need to do is pull right here. Oh, whoop, that was a big pull. Fill this in. And that's fine if that was a big pull, because we need a pretty thick wall here. Fill you in. Come on, fill in, fill in, fill in. Fill in the gap. Why are you doing that in such a weird way? I think it's my intensity. Make sharper angles when it's really a high intensity. Yeah, that's better. So we'll bring this up to me about here. We'll have a little bit here, just so this is believable. And then it'll open back out. And then we'll just make a walkway from inside of there to the outside. And then this is at a weird angle, so let's fix that. Let's get rid of some of this weird angle here. Pushing, pushing, pushing. And do not intersect my ride. Thought, you know, it wouldn't be too bad if it peeks through every once in a while. Maybe if I bring this hill down, that'll make it look a little better. Yeah, there we go. Let's keep pushing. Oh, I exposed a little bit there. Go, put that back. Just don't want this to be at such a bad slant, right? Because it still is. But I need my beach area. Let's get rid of some of this up here then. I don't know how far I can keep. There's the ride. Do that. There's the ride again. Where's the ride there? It's right there. I wouldn't mind having a couple little spots actually where it opens up and they can see out. It's kind of cool. It's like one little spot there. Maybe two. Maybe three. No, I don't want that one that down low. I told you I don't want to. So, no. Let's now come in and pull this up a little bit. Just to flesh this out. And what I'm hoping is that the whirligig will fit here. I mean, I can make the beach bigger, too. But this guy, I want to move you. Oh, I gotta close it to move it. Okay. I'm hoping he'll fit here in this little corner. And then I'll put the entrance and exits going through a cave to the tunnel. And I think that'll look really cute. So actually, how far this way can I go? Not very. So let's put you over here for a second. Let's make this beach a little bit bigger. The only thing about bringing this beach around is I lose my ability to really differentiate between my sections. And I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Because when it was just right there, a solid wall cutting it off, that worked really well. I mean, I could always bring the hill around some, possibly. That might be a thing we do. Are you all nice and flat now? You are, and then I have to go in down here to give it more of a beach look. And I actually want to get rid of you for now, too. Which is nobody riding you, so not a problem. I'm going to put him over here, too, just to get him out of the way. Move these queues, and this building is going to go, because I don't like it at all. We're going to do something completely different. So... Oh, look, all these people that rode this ride are now stuck. There you go. You can get off now. That's just a temporary path. That's funny. I didn't realize that was happening. Okay, so... And then same thing here. And I'm going to close this ride. It is still closed, right? No, it's not. I want it closed. Okay, so. Whirligig here. Like right here. Might be a little too far over. Let's go there. And then this guy as far over as I can get it. No, no, no. And let's rotate it around so that exit quits trying to auto-connect. Like that. And you know what? I think that's enough for now. As I line up my screenshot, you like that? Or my thumbnail. I think I need to make the tower on the church a little bigger. I think that's the thing we need to do. Is I take a drink of water. And if you wonder why the park isn't making as much profit, well, that's because I changed how many people can come in the park at any given time. We were just getting way too many people in. It was really hurting the frame rate. So I decided instead of having the park full of people and having it make money, we would just have it run better. Oh, god damn it. I thought I got those wooden beams in there too. Well, wait, did they move or not? They did not. But I can grab them. Boop. And X. Oh, wait, they are there. Oh, okay, there's more. That's right, there's more than one on each side. Okay. I remember doing that now. There we go. And now, let's just fill this in with regular walls here. I think this will make me happier, having this taller. Just wasn't quite happy with how tall it was. Or how tall it wasn't. Is that what I'm looking for? Don't know. Let's build this down here where it'll be a little easier. And then we can move it into place. I had to do that for the bell tower itself to get it to center on top because these pieces just wouldn't do it. Otherwise, I don't know why it does that sometimes. This sandstone is going to be something that we use in the pirate area. I was thinking, you know, kind of our backstory for our church. You know, like having a story for this stuff. The backstory for the church is, you know, they built the church up on the hill. When they built the place, the fort, when they first landed. I will think of English here in a minute, guys. And they built the church up on the hill. They built this down here. They were going to build their village, and over time, newer buildings have been moved in and things like that. Yeah, that looks a lot better, taller. And the church is up there. A lot more to do. I need to get some something really vertical here, something really vertical here, and then a couple more buildings. The thing is, though, it's just that building and that other one, or those other two I plopped in. The the river went from having a scenery of just average to high, just that quick. So that makes me kind of happy. I notice my numbers keep changing on this, which I don't quite understand why. It doesn't seem like that should be the case, does it? Average speed, 2 miles an hour. Biggest drop, 32 feet. But it lasts basically a whole day, which is kind of funny. Anyways, I think that's going to wrap it up for now. A lot more work to do here in the pirate area, but I am much happier with the placement. Not quite happy with the hill yet. I'll probably have to work on that a little bit to get that better. Not so happy that old whirligig over here is hidden so much. That might be something we can address just by moving the boat around here, there, and yada. Do not align the surface. So as I move the boat around, you know, maybe that will become better. I don't know. It definitely needs to be pointing this way, though. Maybe if I kind of, like, put it between the two. That way whirligig's not quite so hidden. Maybe that's a thing we can do. I don't know. Lots to figure out, lots to do, but I'm happy with the direction that it's headed. It's so pretty up there. What are my worries here? Value, too expensive. Great value, too expensive. Too expensive. Really? I didn't raise park entrance fees at all. They've never complained about how it's fantastic before. And, well, until now. We'll just zoom in. Yeah, nobody's going there now. How many missed sales have we had? 123. Alright, whatever. I don't understand why all of a sudden people are complaining. No, not 11 dot, Brandon. That's not how prices work. I don't really understand why they're complaining all of a sudden. Whatever. Yeah, I only want those 3 hats because they're the only ones that really fit in with what we're doing. I think Hat's Fantastic. It's too expensive for me. Which is weird because the last time that well, during the live stream, too many people were trying to use the place. So I don't quite get that. 22 people did not go to the bathroom because they think it's too expensive. I am not lowering these prices anymore. Oh wait, actually, it's not the place I thought it was. I'll lower these prices. There we go. The Pip Shot Juice is where I've lowered these prices and lowered these prices. No more. No more, no more, no more. Drink Gulpy Soda. Really? Gulpy Soda's too expensive? Whatever. You'll get over it. So, that's going to wrap it up. We have a lot to do in the piratey area, especially shops and bathrooms and this massive fort that's going to have a dock coming out of it that is somehow going to also include the queue. Don't even ask me how, because I don't know. But until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.